Think we are live. Hey everybody, I think we're live.
Testing.
I know, right? It seems like every morning we're still trying to work the kinks out. But day 2, AAPM here in the booth. 300 is Standard Imaging's in Houston here at the George R. Brown Convention Center. We are so excited to be getting started with day 2. Already a busy day. And I've managed to pull from the floor Mr. Rainor, former Out of the Gray guest. So if you haven't checked out his recorded episode, please hop back into our archives there and check out his interview from when he was a resident. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. I needed some coffee this morning. Hung out a little too long last night, but it's a good start. It's a good start.
It happens though, right?
Oh yeah.
When in Houston.
Well, there's so many people that you're catching up with. You don't want to go to bed. You want to keep talking, catching up, and
keep having fun.
Yeah.
Which is exactly. We got some good barbecue last night, and managed to see a lot of faces that we were very grateful to see. How about you? Did you get dinner?
So I didn't really get dinner last night.
Oh.
Again, too many people talking to. I didn't even have lunch. I don't know how I survived, but the goal is tacos today. That's going to happen.
Yes,
no matter what. So.
Tacos must happen. Oh my goodness. What do you think of the exhibition so far?
I'm loving it. I have a goal. Today is like my vendor day. So I want at least 20 pins. That's how I can tell if I talk to enough people, and that's number 2. So
Standard Imaging pen for you. That's awesome. That's a good goal to have. What a way to make your way around and kind of chat with everybody and collect with them.
Yeah.
And that's why we bring them. There's been some exciting tech I've seen on the floor.
I haven't really I've really mostly been seeing AI.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about AI and implementing it. So I've been wanting to see more hardware, some like maybe high fidelity profilers, things like that. But mostly all I've seen is AI right now. So once I make my way around, I'll probably report back with some reconnaissance.
Do some recon.
That's the new stuff.
Share with our listeners here what all you're seeing out there. It's really a busy haul this year. Far busier than it's been in the past in my mind. I feel like. Yeah, I do.
So this is my first one.
Is it?
So yeah, to the big national conference. I've been to local chapters.
Sure.
But this is my first one. So to me, this is normal.
Yeah, right. This is what it is. So to that, I know the last time we spoke here on the podcast, you were in residency and kind of ending that chapter. What's been going on since then?
So I graduated from residency in July.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And the same institution, East Carolina University, offered me a position, full-time faculty. So I've transitioned over to that, and it's been great. Loving it there.
Yeah. Much change.
So
I guess the transition between going from a resident in an institution to have, an FTE, if you will.
Yeah, things change personally. When you're a resident, you're already kind of seen as faculty from a lot of people in the clinic.
Fair.
But in your own mind, going from the resident to faculty is a very big leap in confidence. So for myself, I now feel that I have the authority and the position and the know-how to make certain calls that I might not have felt comfortable as making as a resident. So
Sure.
it's nice to feel the power, but
I have all the power. Man, what a cool transition, and congratulations again. I know that's an exciting part of life, kind of moving into that next chapter and getting started, and then watching the residents come in behind you.
Yeah, that's one really big thing that I was looking for when I took that position, was somewhere where I can contribute to that next generation coming through.
Yeah.
And coming from that residency, I know where it could benefit. I know where strong points are, and I know what I can contribute. And I already have like a roadmap in mind. So being able to stay at the same place is kind of a gift.
Very cool. It's very cool. I know leadership is a strong thread in your program there, and I know that will continue. So I'm excited to see so much great things coming out.
I'm hoping to keep it going. Keep be stronger than it was before.
Oh, you gotta keep pushing forward, right? Everybody. I feel like one part of our field succeeds everyone. It sounds cheesy, but it's true. It just pushes everybody forward.
Well, and plus, we're not just training residents to help our specific clinic. Those residents, unlike me, will go work somewhere else and then spread their knowledge to others. So you want them to be the best that they could possibly be to go into the field. So
Absolutely. Yeah, without a doubt. Only breeds positivity.
Yeah.
Spreads more and more strong leaders, which we need in the field. We're kind of, as we say many times here, you and I even talk about the pending shortages.
Mhm.
The medical physics experience, that string of positivity, bringing folks into the field, it's truly a light. It's greatly appreciated. Yeah. So what else is new? What's in the next chapter for Rainor's existence as a medical physicist there?
Well, we have a lot of change coming on, so I'm trying my best to get us positioned for that change. So I'm just getting ready for all that. I'm also probably going to be doing research and getting a PhD with ECU. So I might be putting too much on my plate, but
Future doctor.
I can always just take it one bite at a time, right? So
Yeah, that's way to development.
Right.
That's great. That's fantastic. So starting your PhD maybe soon.
soon, yeah. The board certification probably comes first, and then PhD after that. So who knows? Might keep adding letters after
Just
my
adding
name.
letters. Some of the credential lines are long.
Yeah.
Some of them are very long. It's so much knowledge there in one little line.
Sometimes it feels like when they're announcing somebody in Game of Thrones.
Right.
They get the whole 3-paragraph announcement whenever someone enters the room.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, we're rooting for you the whole journey. I think it's gonna be a great one. So much to offer the world. Oh my goodness. And your program there, you mentioned you have some changes coming.
Yeah.
Still pending out there. We can't know yet, or did we get to know in 6 months or a year?
I don't know how much I can
That's
speak
okay.
about it. It's
Yeah.
controversial and might get me heated, but yeah, we're going through some leadership changes, management changes, and so that opens doors and closes others, and so the open doors are the ones I'm focusing on and seeing what I can bring with me through this. So
Helpful. It's
Right.
important because some of those change management.
Yeah.
It really is, but being a light of positivity. I'm not ahead of change of anything.
and listening to people in that process of where can improvements come, or is someone overloaded? I know that in the past, when I've been through change management situations, it feels like you almost have triple the work for no reason. And so I've been trying to be aware of that in our situation and make sure that people are being vocal when they feel overwhelmed, including myself.
Sure. It's important to avoid burnout.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. It's still affecting. I like the buzzwords have changed from, the burnout and the great quit now to the great stay.
Oh yeah.
So there's this transition culturally when I'm listening to like the different pulses from different industries. Folks are kind of, according to the great researchers, whoever they are, saying that people are now, looking to kind of hunker down and stay where they are. But there is this underlying threat of burnout that exists with that too. So it's mental health and staying positive. It's going to be a huge theme maybe for the next year.
It's funny how the market changes like that. How
Yeah.
it goes from a very hot market where it seems like everyone's changing jobs every year, 2 years, and then now everyone's like, I don't know.
Hang out.
Yeah, I feel like it's better to do that. I feel it's better to be loyal now. So
Yeah. It ebbs and flows, right?
It does.
Things do change. So it's exciting to see, but our industry is always changing. There's so many, every 6 months, what was new 6 months ago is now outdated. I feel like computers,
Mhm.
right?
Well, look at AI technology now. I think on the last podcast I might have bashed AI with a couple comments, but yeah, I still kind of do bash AI because no one really knows what they're talking about. Everyone became an expert overnight, but you can look at the progress of that when GPT came around. How it very almost overnight showed everyone what was capable of happening, and then almost a month later improved on itself further. And so that kind of change is coming very rapidly, and I don't think it knows how to handle that. And that's only one aspect of software. That could be.
Yeah.
Who knows what else is coming.
I was listening to a conversation last night about teachers dealing with Chat GPT in the classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
So it's even affecting the smallest of our culture. Even the little ones are like utilizing. I know I've seen some very amazing art come from my young children. Because they're using Chat GPT.
Mm-hmm.
So it's changing even the simplest aspects of our day-to-day life. I can't imagine where the high-tech ends are going to end up.
And you won't even know about it until it's already there. It's already embedded. So it is kind of frightening in that way. It's exciting, and maybe in a way that a spider can be exciting, but it's
okay, yeah, well, I can see that. There's so much potential. It's like it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's new things to learn about it. Keep watch for that. But are there any of the talks that like just looking forward to something while you're here?
I've been looking forward to a lot of the thematic series it's doing. So the art based. I've always been a really big fan of visual arts. I used to do glass blowing and sculpting. So that like really kind of hits home with me when they talk about implementing visual arts into the medical business field. I'm always kind of advocating for us putting new paintings on the walls at my clinic. So it really kind of vibes with me. So I'm looking forward to hearing about that.
Yeah. That's important for the patient experience too. The visual arts, when you think of clinics, I know I got off track here, but advocating for all the clinics. Everyone should have every clinic needs a little advocate to push things up for sure. But that's amazing. So there's the art themed lectures is where you're at.
Yeah. Well, in between all the other boring scientific stuff. Yeah.
Oh man. No, there's some intense things being talked about this go around. Some of the lectures are really there's some big announcements. Forward motion flash and other things that are being presented. I'm looking forward to learning more about myself.
It's definitely a lot to absorb and process all in just a short amount of time.
For sure.
So
Yeah.
take notes.
Take lots of notes. But I think all of the presentations are going to be available virtually after this ends. So that's a nice resource to go back and replay.
Yeah, you have 300 hours worth.
On vacation, doing good. All right, Mr. Rainor. Well, I so appreciate you spontaneously popping over and being willing to jump on the podcast live with me here to introduce the second day of the trade show.
Great. And the first one today?
Yes, of course. Yeah. Here we are, back day 2. We have 2 more days to go of hanging out, socializing, networking, and learning. I'm very excited to see what the next 2 days bring. But so I'll have to hear an update from you after the show ends.
Definitely. I'll show you all my pins.
Yes, I got to see the collection of 20 pins. That'll be exciting. But I so appreciate it. I know our listeners do too. It's out there, and we cannot wait to see what's next on your path. And thank you again for stopping by and sharing. I appreciate it so much.
Thanks so much, Grace. Good to see you again.
So good to see you too. Yeah, you're not gonna get away from me that easy. But folks, if you're still hanging out with us, we appreciate it so much. We're back day 2, AAPM 2023 in Houston, Texas, from booth 300. So if you're in the exhibit hall area, please do stop by. As soon as you come in the exhibit hall, turn left. We're all the way here at the front left, and we cannot wait to see you here. And if you're watching virtually, we appreciate it. Be sure you hit the like and share and subscribe, and all the buttons to push so that the message is spread even further. But we will see you here in about an hour with an update from Umar Baharam with our Lucy family of fandoms. Let me get that out. Thank you, folks. We certainly appreciate it. We'll see you again. We'll see you again in a minute.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Rainor. You're the greatest. Let's see.